Okay guys, well welcome back. Now we're going to dive into Google Reader and I'll show you how to get set up and start in doing some initial populating of Google Reader with some content from various sources within your niche. So let's check it out. Once you have a Google account, which is free and simple to set up, just go to google.com and you can sign up from there. And once you're logged into your Google account, on the Google homepage, you'll notice up in the toolbar off to the upper left hand side, there's a drop down under More, and that's where you're going to find Google Reader. That's the easy way to get there. You can also go to google.com/reader if that's what you prefer. But that's an easy system, an easy method to approach it. So once you're in Google Reader, if you're doing this for the first time, you'll probably see a little introduction video from Google. So go ahead and watch that. It's very helpful in terms of giving you a very brief overview on Google Reader. And then once you're done with that, join us again on this video and I'll show you how to implement some of the things they're talking about. And really our goal here in this video is to find some RSS feeds from sources within our niche and attach those or subscribe to them with Google Reader so that we can stay on top of the latest trends and news within our niche. So it's really quite simple, and I'm just going to dive right in so that you can start to see this in action. So leave Google Reader, go to Google, the main homepage, and one of the things I'm interested in right now is photography software for the Mac. My wife is a photographer and I dabble in it myself as well. And so we're always trying to find the easiest but most effective professional photography editing software available without breaking the bank. So we're trying everything, and we've bought a lot of software, but it's always changing. So let's go to Google. Let's do a little search here. We want to be very specific so that we get only relevant content back. Photography software Mac. That's the keywords. Those are the keywords I'm looking for. Go ahead and hit enter. Now what I've done here is I've just performed a web search. We want to actually do and there's no RSS feed associated with the web search. So what we want to do is go to blogs. Again, that's in your upper left hand corner menu bar. And now what we get is the search results for all of the latest blog posts. And off to the left hand side, you can narrow in that the scope of that search based on time. And what we've got now is anytime. Why don't we just do something just for simplicity? Why don't we just do in the last day? And what we've got now is 2,200 posts within the past day. And that's fine. So why don't we go ahead and subscribe to this RSS feed? And so basically what we're doing is, instead of having to go to Google every day or every couple days and doing this same search over and over, we now can import or subscribe to the feed and have it right in Google Reader, thus minimizing our time. So there's two places to subscribe from the screen. One is the RSS link off to the left hand side, or depending on the browser you're using, I'm using Firefox, there should be a link up in your address bar or somewhere nearby that. I know in Safari it's up there, and I'm not sure about Internet Explorer, but there should be an RSS feed link up in the top. So go ahead and click on one of those two, and you want to subscribe to RSS. When you do this for the first time, you'll actually have a drop-down menu on this screen now, and it'll ask you which RSS aggregator you want to use. In Safari, unfortunately, it goes directly to the Safari RSS aggregator. So I wouldn't suggest using Safari for this. I don't, because you kind of get stuck in that regard. But on Firefox, there's a drop down. Basically, just choose Google Reader, and then it'll take you to this screen. And you just click on Add to Google Reader. Okay, terrific. So now what I have is a search for photography software Mac. And what I'm going to do is make sure that I'm going to add that to a folder called photography editing. And if you can add it to any folder you want, you can add a new folder right down here at the bottom. But I've added it to photography editing. Okay, so this feed right now, and by default it just brings in 10 results. But as there are new blog posts indexed by Google, they will come into Google Reader as well, and you'll see that over time those will start to grow. So that's one way to find blog articles or RSS feeds within your niche. Another way is to go directly to a specific site. So for example, I know that Scott Kelby is one of the most popular authors within the digital photography industry. Yeah, he and his company have a magazine called Layers Magazine, and also Photoshop User, and they do a lot of conferences and so forth. So he's got a lot of great knowledge on the area, and he seems to be tracking this stuff pretty frequently. And lo and behold, he has a blog, and that blog has an RSS feed, which is just terrific. So why don't we go ahead and subscribe to that? Again, clicking on the button up top, add to Google Reader. Okay, great. And then here is the RSS feed from that blog. I actually added this one earlier already. And I put this one into the photography editing folder as well. So now when I click on the photography editing folder, you can see I've got a mix of feeds coming in from the Photography Software Mac Google search we did, and from Scott's blog. And I could add 10 more sources if I wanted to. And that really adds some great power in my ability to track the trends. And then also, for example, say Photoshop releases a new version, Scott may be giving his review, and Macworld may be giving their review. And so I might, in essence, be able to pick up on those two different perspectives on the same story and draw my own conclusions, rather than only relying on one person's perspective. So hopefully that helps you understand at least some of the initial value that Google Reader has to add. So in our next video, we're going to get into further organization of your Google Reader content, and then start discussing how you can share these stories with other individual readers within your market, but also with other Web 2.0 tools that will really broaden your ability to reach your audience. So we'll talk soon. Take care, and talk to you later. Bye.